Let's go over the news and what came out this new update, because it's not like we can test out Super Vegito. Привет, друзья. It's Anatoly, the Soviet Super Saiyan, and I went through, read all the news, read through all the tediousness, so I could give you guys the meat and potatoes of what's here. So let's dive in and see what Dimps brought us this time. First two things to go over. Number one, the emergency maintenance notice. Everyone's probably already aware that PvP is still kaput. When it's going to be fixed? They're just like, you know, it's not like PvP is that important in this game. We'll get back to you on that. But, you know, the emergency maintenance was from, like, right after reset to about, like, 10:45 EST my time. So whatever time that is for you. That is a long time for the game to be down when something this hype drops. Now, I hope we get some pretty juicy compensation for that, but hey, we'll see. Truth be told, I just want PvP to come back so I can finally try out Super Vegito, showcase him a bit. Oh, I can't wait. But they also went over some confirmed in-game issues. First one, there's talking about the mission that can't be completed. It's the mission you get for just putting Super Vegito in your party. And I thought something was off with that this morning, but it's kind of interesting to see that it's actually a confirmed issue. Now, luckily, it doesn't really affect anything that this mission can't be completed day one, because if you're free to play and you don't, I shouldn't say free to play. If you're not planning on spending on the Zenkai at all, if you do not spend on the daily or like the full multi for the actual Z power, you can't Z6 a new Zenkai day one. So this not being there isn't like it's, you know, puts you 100 Z power short and puts you to like 5,800 instead of 5,900. Tomorrow, after reset happens, you'll be able to get 200 more Z power anyways for doing the second set of co-op missions, like limited time co-op missions, and the second set of like finish a daily mission. So it doesn't really affect people's ability to get Zenkai Vegito at all, but hopefully it gets fixed regardless. Then there's two things here they're talking about: Tournament of Power glitches and stuff. If you're interested in that, go check it out, but it's not too big. They got a glitch with the way that arts cards are being displayed, and besides that, nothing too important otherwise. You can read through it yourselves if you want, but it's mostly quality of life stuff that I hope gets addressed soon. Also, not that this is anything important at all, I thought it was funny. There's a brand new news tab for the Legends Festival here, and for the life of me, I do not understand what the point of it is, because Legends Festival, as far as I could tell, has been going on for a minute, but hey, that's Dimps for you. Then we got a tab here talking about Super Vegito Zenkai Awakening. Have a feeling you probably already knew about that. If you happen to not see his kit yet, I'll put a link to my video where I went over it last night. So go check it out. Honestly, I don't think he's like busted or nothing, but he seems like he's pretty sturdy. He's definitely PvP relevant again. After that, there's also, make sure y'all don't forget about this. In the news tab, you can go and do this survey, and it doesn't take too long. Probably took me 7-8 minutes, and you get a free 250 chrono crystals here in a couple weeks if you do it. So be sure you go and hop on there, answer the questions before it goes away, get some free CC. Can't be mad about that. But here's the 3 news items that I'm sure y'all were much more interested in. Number 1, I call this version Super Vegito event. Pretty simple. There's 4 stages, and then 4 regular stages, and then a 5th that's like a boss battle stage. And if you clear all 5 stages, I believe you get 100 Z power for Super Vegito, and then there's missions associated with clearing those stages and just playing the game that can get you another 1,700 Z power, which that's really nice. That's 3 summons worth, so anyone who's pulled Super Vegito at least twice will be able to Zenkai him, which I think that's pretty dope. It makes it relatively easy for players to get him to Zenkai him, to be able to, you know, have fun with them. So I like that. I really like that they were generous with the Zenkai Z power for him. You obviously also get some chrono crystals for clearing out the levels. I think it ends up being like 150 for the 5. Would that be like 155 actually for the 5? But importantly too, I think it's on stage 1 through 4. You get this new equipment that's for fusion warriors who are also Super Saiyans. So a bit of a constrained tag and like limited bit of usage you can get out of it, but the thing is it's a super powerful equipment. The first slot raises special move damage by between 5 to 10%. The second slot raises base strike attack between 8 to 20%. And the final slot gives base health plus 5 to 10%. So you got the best defensive stat in the third slot, massive strike attack, and pretty damn good special move damage. I mean, this is clearly tailor-made for Super Vegito. Like, definitely I would say everyone should get at least 1 good roll of this equipment. And if you got the time to spare or resources to spare, I'd say even like 2 are probably worthwhile. and like all Zenkais have and probably will into the near future, the main way that you get Super Vegito, the main way that you get Zenkai Vegito Awakening Power is the Battle Gauntlet, you know. Skip through the first 70 stages and then fight through the last 30. This time around, it's actually not just one color for the gauntlet. You alternate between fighting a Super Vegito who's green and one who's yellow. So you're gonna need 2 different teams. Luckily, the boost characters are pretty easy to get. Obviously, the pair, if you have them, it's gonna make this way easier. I had it, I cleared this out real quick. But even if you don't have the new God Key pair, the purples and the reds are really easy to get. I mean, it's Boo and Go Tanks for the purples, and then SSJ3 Goku and Android 18 as your reds. At this point, I have to assume that most people have at least a few copies of most of these characters. So if you got them, hop in, clear it out. It'll get you 3,000 Zenkai power there, plus 700 Chrono Crystals, which, that's real nice. I gotta say, I'm so glad that Zenkais now are a net gain for Chrono Crystals and stuff instead of just draining them out of you. Should have been like this day one, but I'm just glad that it's finally here now. And then as far as the other 4,000 Z power goes, there's gonna be the missions that you do to get that. So between the two, man, there's a free Zenkai 7 Vegito for you. And finally, we get around to the raid that's coming out on Friday. In my opinion, I don't know about y'all, I think raid is the best game mode that Legends has. Like, the rewards are great, it's co-op without it being just a pain in the ass time commitment to, you know, clear out each stage. I don't know, I personally really like raid, so I'm excited for it. And it looks like this time around, Future is going to be the tag that's just like widely buffed, and then the new LF Trunks is gonna be the like Omega one tap like brain dead clear character for the raid. So unfortunately I don't have him, but you know, we did just get that free to play Rose, the yellow one, so he's probably going to be more than enough to clear through the raid in the first Rising Rush. So that's who I'm going to be using more than likely, unless I pull Trunks before Friday. But I'm happy that it seems like, you know, it'll be pretty easy for people to have a character that clears raid super well. I'm also just hoping, this time around though, I just want to say, please give the raid more health. We cleared it out in what, like 18 hours last time? Man, I know people who were busy the first day and it's just like, oh, shit out of luck, didn't get all the CC, and even if you did get all the CC, didn't get all the, like, the erasers and stuff. Like, usually I clear out every energy, every, like, soul metal, all the Z power, all the erasers. I didn't even get most of that this time around, so literally just, if we cleared out in 18 hours and the raids are around for 4 days, bam, double up the health. Seems like we have a wide margin to still clear it, but you give people a lot longer to grind. And personally, I think that's the way to go. Hey, but aside from that, I think we covered everything that dropped in this update here. The big part was obviously Vegito's Zenkai Awakening. Gave us a little bit of hint to, you know, the raid coming up. But down below, let me know what you guys think of this update yourselves. Do you like Super Vegito Zenkai Awakening? Do you think it's too busted, not good enough? Are you salty as hell like me that, you know, it's already been almost an entire day since the update dropped and we haven't really been able to play PvP? I don't know, go down there and let me know. I love seeing what the community thinks. And also, you know, you made it this far, think about throwing me a like. Really helps out the channel, and personally, it's just satisfying as hell to see them on videos. And also, I just thought of something. If you've made it this far in the video, and you're not subscribed yet, I gotta ask you why. Obviously, you enjoyed what you saw here. Go down there, smack that subscribe button, slide on over, slap that bell to make sure you're getting all the notifications to my videos, and join the United Soviet Saiyan Republic. Cause man, we have a great time here every single day. And like I always say, personally, I just love making these videos. I love putting them out and seeing you guys enjoy them, hopefully get something out of them, maybe a little information, maybe a little entertainment, but whatever you get out of it, I hope it's something. And until the next time I see y'all, peace.